Thank you very much to all of you, my fellow members, and it's really a pleasure to be here. Your Excellency, Ambassador-designate to India, Mr. Chirimatu, Shri Devendra Fadnavis, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, dear member, dear guests, dear friends, I'm really honored to accept this mandate as the President of our esteemed chamber for the next 2 years. The Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry, or IFCCI, as we like to call it in short, is a very dynamic organization which I'm very proud to be a part of. And I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the members and the Governing Council of IFCCI for placing their trust in me to lead this dynamic chamber. Fais-toi un ami par jour. Make a new friend every day. That's the motto of the late Paul Ricard, the founder of Pernod Ricard, of the Ricard company in 1932. And this is a motto that is very dear to me. It impacts both my professional and personal life, and seeing all the faces here, I think I can actually not only meet this objective, I will probably exceed it and make a lot of new friends for the benefit of great networking, great relationship and development of the French and Indo relationship. Speaking of friends, it's a great moment, and thank you, Summit. I would like to spend a few minutes to really commend you as our outgoing president. Your work has been amazing, acknowledged by everyone when I have spoken to any of you recently. You have been an outstanding leader for IFCCI during 4 years as a president, even more in your former function. You have done a phenomenal job to develop the chamber. We've seen all the activities, we've seen the development of the revenues, and this came under your leadership, which is even more astonishing if we remember, as Payel mentioned it, that you joined at a moment that we want all to forget, which is COVID pandemic, and you made the chamber survive and then rebound beyond that. Your commitment has been instrumental to this growth. Thank you very much for that. And as a result, you leave the chamber in excellent health, and there are big shoes to fill, but great foundation to build from. So thank you for your tireless effort, and if I can have another big round of applause for Summit, please. Now, if I may, I will introduce to you the new incoming executive committee, and as I say your names, please, if you may stand up to be identified for those of you who are here. So first, our treasurer, Sanjay Singh, head of India Territory and CEO of BNP Paribas. Our vice president for Mumbai, Ipsita Das, managing director of Moet Hennessy. Our Vice President for Delhi, Benoît Renard, Managing Director of Air Liquide India. Our Vice President for Pune, Ravin Mishandani, Chairman of Ador Powerton. Our Vice President for Hyderabad, Sumit Dasgupta, Managing Director of MAN India. Vice President Designate for Bengaluru, Deepak NG, Managing Director of Dato System. Not here. Vice President for Chennai, Xavier Lacroix, Chief Financial Officer, Renault Nissan Technology Business Center. Not here today. Thank you, everyone. I really look forward to working closely with you and for our collaborative efforts to really drive this chamber further. For me personally, this is an exciting new journey. I've been in Asia for the last 9 years, a bit more now, but I'm rather new to India, not even 6 months, and I am thrilled. I have a lot to discover. Pernod Ricard has a significant presence in India, so I will be traveling around the country to visit my team, sales team, also the manufacturing footprint that we have through the country. And when I will do so, I really look forward to meet all our members and engage, interact with the Indo-French community to really unlock the magic of human connection and boost this relationship between France and India. I feel very proud to take on this role, but definitely don't expect a revolution. This will be very much a continuation. We don't need to revolutionize when you see the great work that has been done. And I pledge to build upon this great work and obviously look forward to working with the dynamic IFCCI team. Payal, our Director General, who will continue to do a fantastic job, and our Regional Director, Shweta Pahuja, and Johan Samuel, who are seconding her. So big round of applause also for them, which are really delivering on a day-to-day basis. While the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce is greatly appreciated today by members and external stakeholders, it's a strong and prominent bilateral chamber, and it occupies an important position in the global network of French chamber, as recognized by the prices that you've seen earlier. And we will strive to continue develop and deliver more for our member, help them serve real business agenda, serve as a body for the CEOs, the MDs, but also the entire team of the company, and continue to be valued both by French and India establishments. And clearly, IFCCI has grown manifold over the past years, but we will try and we pledge to continue to grow, focusing on three priorities. As I say, the first one will be to go further for you, go further for our members. This will remain our first priority, developing and strengthen the committees that have been very successful, and we will continue to expand them, expand our services with exhibition, trade fairs in India and in France, building further our strong presence in Pune. We just re-established it, and we need to go further with that, and organizing more engagement in France as we have started to do. Second priority will be to deepen our France-India ties, and we commit to continue to work closely with you, Your Excellency, Monsieur Thierry Matou, Ambassador Designate of France, as well as the French Consulate, in particular Jean-Marc Serre-Charlet. Thank you, Consul General of France to Mumbai, and you are with us today, and you have been very supportive, and I know you will continue to be. The Economic Department, who was mentioned, of the French Embassy, with Benoît Gauthier, of course, Business France, led by Eric Fajol, and all the partners of Team France, AFD, and our friends of the CCF. I've seen, I think, Pierre Arnaud somewhere, who, with all the CCF, who are in big numbers with us today, so looking forward to continue the great relationship with you. We will also strengthen our relationship with the Indian government and continue to organize the flagship investment conclave, which I think have been really successful and needs to be further developed. The third priority, which we really want to build, is the visibility of the Indo-French business in India and in France. Indo-French bilateral relationship have never been stronger. We have mentioned, everybody has in mind, the visit of Prime Minister Modi to France in July, President Macron coming recently for G20, and we have a unique opportunity in this context to continue to strive and build the relationship. We will continue to work, IFCCI will continue to work to ensure that French and Indian companies can use this platform, can use this context to make the relationship and the business between our countries much stronger. So anyway, dear friends, please remember the most important. We have priorities. We will try to deliver for a member, but this cannot be achieved alone. It's a collective effort, and everything that IFCCI does every day, that the team is delivering, cannot happen without your active engagement, without your commitment. We need you. We will continue to need you, and we count on you to support all the initiatives. That's really a collective effort that I'm calling for today. I thank you for your trust. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to lead this dynamic and brilliant chamber for the coming years. And thank you again, everyone, and I wish you a bonne soirée.
Thank you, Mr. Tooboul, IFCCI's newly elected president. And now I'm very honored to welcome on stage His Excellency Mr. Thierry Matteau, Ambassador Designate of France to India, to present the special address. Can we have a round of applause, please? Thank you.
Well, Excellency, dear Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Monsieur le Consul Général, Monsieur le Président de la Chambre de commerce, Madame la Directrice Générale, dear members of the Chamber, dear friends, well, as the new guy in town, just arrived in India a couple of days ago, I'm very proud and very happy to be here with you, and to some extent it's quite a symbol for me to take the floor for the first time here with the Chamber in Mumbai. A symbol because this city, this state in Maharashtra, and the Chamber of Commerce obviously are at the center, at the core of the bilateral relation between France and India. So it's really a pleasure for me to attend the AGM of IFCCI, which I congratulate for its 46th anniversary. I would like, obviously, to pay a tribute to the work accomplished by the Chamber under the leadership of its outcoming President, Samit. Well, to some extent, I regret to arrive so late in the history of the bilateral relation of the Chamber. I know I will have the same kind of relation with Jean, the new President, and I also know that thanks to your presence in Delhi Summit, we'll keep this special relation, and I will count on your advice and your input in the development of bilateral relations. So, once again, thanks to you, thanks to our DG, and congratulations to the new President. With about, I understand, quite 700 members, the Chamber clearly embodies the French business community in India, fully integrated, as we saw today, into the Indian economic environment, with a presence in the 6 largest cities in this country. The Chamber, we notice that, is very active in promoting French companies and our economy's interest alongside the Embassy and all the Team France in India. I am very impressed by the dynamism of a Chamber, which has succeeded in giving face and spirit to the French presence in several economic fields, such as IT services, pharmaceutics, air and space sector, defense, automotive, and new e-mobility industry, logistics, agriculture, food processing industry, banking, insurance, etc. French companies believe in India. French companies believe in Maharashtra. They have decided early to invest in this country and have done so massively. The figures demonstrate this reality. French companies employ some 400,000 people all across India, and according to the BRI, France would have become the 3rd largest investor in capital among the G20 countries in 2021. French direct investment in India exceed 10 billion euros in 2020, according to the Banque de France. However, the development of the economic relation with India cannot rely only on French investment in India. we need to rebalance this relation by attracting also more Indian investment in France and expanding our exports to the country. Trade, as you know, is a strong dimension of any bilateral relationship as it brings reciprocity in the relation. Trade between France and India has more than doubled in value during the last 10 years. Yet, France has a deficit since 2008, and the evolution of trade is closely linked, as you know, to the sale of aeronautics, which represent half of French exports to India. That's nice, and we will increase, we will develop, obviously, with the need of a market. But if we exclude this sector, well, we have to be realistic, face the reality. The French market share, so far, is low, very low, around 1.4% of Indian imports. So we see the road. On the other hand, the balance of services, which was also in favor of India between 2013 and 2020, has been reversed since 2021, so it's possible, due to a good momentum in specific services like logistics. The economic emergence of India, the size and complexity of the Indian market, and market access restrictions have led to a strong increase in French FDI in India, especially from large groups. The stock of French FDIs in India has more than tripled since 2013 to reach around 11 billion euros in stock. This dynamic, however, has little positive impact on French exports, but it nevertheless enables the French-Indian current balance to generate a surplus of 2 billion euros in 2022. Our market share in India does not live up clearly to our ambitions in everyday consumer goods or food products in particular, and we must redouble our efforts to better penetrate these market segments with great potentials in view of the emergence of an urban middle class in India. Along with the embassy team and les conseillers du commerce extérieur, the Chamber clearly is one of the key actors of the Team France export in India to support French companies in exploring the Indian market. But we also must be more visible and active at the political level. As you know, the EU and India decided in 2021 to relaunch the negotiation of a FTA, an investment and protection agreement, and of an agreement on geographical indications. France strongly supports this ambition, in which we see a leverage likely to ease the condition of access to Indian markets. Negotiations just began, well, 1 year ago in June 2022, and are yet to be concluded. The EU and the member states have a high ambition in this negotiation because India is key for all of us. A balanced agreement, respectful of shared values in terms of sustainable economic and social development, and covering all economic issues, not only tariff, but also regulations, and including the protection of IP and investor rights. The French business community has a key role to play in the success of these negotiations. This is why, as you know, the EU and France, when we had the chairmanship of the Council during the first half of 2022, have launched the creation of a European Chamber of Commerce in India to be registered as the Federation of European Business in India, or so-called FIBI. FIBI will be operational by the end of this year. And I would like to thank your chamber for its support to this initiative and its commitment within the task force which has conducted the work during the last 6 months. FIBI will be a major advocacy instrument in favor of structural reforms and improvement of the business environment for the sake of European companies in India, without competing with existing national bilateral chambers. The existence of a European chamber in other countries in the region, in China or in Vietnam, for example, demonstrate that the dialogue with national authorities on issues such as market access and business environment is more effective when conducted at the European level. So far, 46 French companies have already indicated their willingness to become member of FIBI, which is clearly not enough, but it's good compared to the 700 members of this chamber. So, what I want to tell you here, the chamber, the members of the chamber, all of you, have always been ahead of the bilateral relations between our two countries. I invite you really to consider this new chamber as a key issue by becoming a patron of the European Chamber. As I just arrived, my task with my team and all of you will be to write an action plan, objective being to implement the roadmap which has been decided last July by our leaders. Our ambition is great, but it will be impossible to implement those objectives and this roadmap without you. You are, if you allow me to say so, the real ambassadors of France in India and vice versa. I'm just a proxy. So I need you, we need you, and you can count on me to be always a close partner of all of you, and really, I'm proud today to join the family, the French family in India. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency. We now move on to an exciting fireside chat on Maharashtra, the gateway to India, and I'm very pleased to welcome on stage Ms. Payal S. Kanwar, Director General IFCCI, Mr. Jean Touboul, CEO Pernod Ricard India and President IFCCI, and our chief guest, Shri Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy CM Government of Maharashtra. Can we please have a big round of applause? Thank you.
Thank you. Can we please have another round of applause for the Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Maharashtra, Shri Devendra Fadnavis ji, for joining us today for this very different format of a fireside chat. Thank you so much for joining us. So we're going to spend the next 20 minutes in an interactive Q&A format. Maybe I'll just start with my first question. So according to a latest report released by the DPIIT, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Maharashtra has actually got the highest share of FDI at 29% in the first quarter of 23-24. That's commendable. And this is even more commendable considering that Maharashtra was relegated to the third position just a year ago. What is it that sets Maharashtra apart as a key state for investment in India?
Thank you for recognizing Maharashtra And of course, Maharashtra has always been a business leader. And I still remember when I was Chief Minister, for consecutive 4 years, Maharashtra was #1 in FDI. And 2 years were such that out of all FDI that came to India, Maharashtra accounted for 49% and 42% of the FDI. So it has always been a leader. Somehow we lost that spot for 2 years. But again, when we took over, we actually built the ecosystem, and I'm very happy that once again Maharashtra is #1 in FDI. And I must tell you, the biggest thing is certainty. See, whenever people make a decision to invest, the boardroom talk is that the highest probability of success is in Maharashtra, because the history shows. And see, Maharashtra is not just a manufacturing state, but it's also a consuming state. It has a huge demand. And that's also one thing where, the decision is taken. And apart from that, Maharashtra has best of the infrastructure. If you look at, the roads, the electricity, our industrial parks, everything is state of art. So in infrastructure, Maharashtra leads. Apart from that, while somebody makes a decision of investment, people normally, it's a very competitive federalism in India, and all the states are offering different incentives. You may offer incentive, but one must look at ability to deliver the incentive. And that is with Maharashtra. Our balance sheet is the strongest. We may have delayed, payment of incentive sometimes, but it's not because we don't have money, because of some structural changes, it was because of some accounting practices. But otherwise, we have ability to deliver, we have ability to pay what we actually promise as a part of incentive. And one more thing which is, I think, most important is political stability. And I think when people look at Maharashtra, they see the political stability now, and moreover, our relations with the federal government. There are times when the federal government and state governments are different, but we have to work together. And right now, since the federal government and the state government both are of the same party, and our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, is our guiding force. So I think that inspires a lot of confidence in the minds of people that this state will deliver, and the central government is behind this state. So I think that has enhanced people's confidence. And lastly, I would like to tell you that we actually run the state in a very professional manner. After taking over this time, we created Economic Advisory Committee, which was headed by Chairman of Tata Sons, and it had 20 strong CEOs, and they have made a roadmap of making Maharashtra a $1 trillion economy, while our Prime Minister is making India a 5 trillion economy. And we also have set up an institution of transformation, which is responsible to implement this roadmap. So I think we are very focused on all these aspects, and that's why we have regained the confidence of global community, and Maharashtra is once again #1 in FDI.
Fantastic, thank you.
You have touched base on it, and I would like to rebound on that, infrastructure. That's extremely important. We know it's a criteria for the FDI to come. There is a visible number of projects in the state. Could you highlight to us, in your opinion, what are the most prominent projects and the most attractive that you are developing?
Sure, Joe. First of all, I would like to congratulate you, for taking up, chairmanship of IFCCI.
Thank you.
I must also congratulate Sumit for leading in the turbulent times. So congratulations. Having said that, I think we have, changed the way infrastructure was delivered in the state of Maharashtra. I must tell you one example that for 11 kilometers of metro, it took 11 years to construct. But when I took over as chief minister, we changed the way we used to create the infrastructure. We created a war room where all the infrastructure projects were monitored and all the stakeholders were brought on a table and all the problems were sorted then and there. So it was not a case where file is moving from X table to Y table and it's getting pending there for days together. And because of that, see, in last 5 years, we could start actually the metro network, construction of metro network of around 353 kilometers. And by next year, we'll be delivering 120 kilometers of that network. So that fast we have started working. And all the projects which today you see, the Trans-Harbour Link, which is a 22-kilometer sea bridge which will connect Mumbai to New Mumbai. An entire new ecosystem is getting created. We will be building Mumbai, which is 3 times bigger, a new Mumbai, on the other side of Mumbai, which is near New Mumbai. So this 22 kilometers bridge, which will be opened by December, or the coastal road, these are few examples how fast a state can deliver. The New Mumbai airport will be open next year. The underground metro will be open next year. The Nagpur-Mumbai Communication Super Expressway, Samruddhi Expressway, is one example how one road can change entire ecosystem in a state. This road connects 14 districts to the JNPT port. The JNPT port is one of the largest port in India. It actually accounts for around 60% of the container traffic in India. And now this port-led development will be available to 14 districts because of this road. And see, for a 700 kilometers greenfield road, we could acquire entire land in 9 months and we could build this road in almost 4 years. So that is the speed at which we are building infrastructure. Now our next actually project will be a new port at Vadhavan, which will be one of the biggest port of India. So JNPT right now is the biggest port, but Vadhavan will be 3 times bigger than JNPT. With a 20 meters deep draft, it can handle any ship across the world. And I think that will change, the entire business scenario. Since, we are talking about making India a part of global supply chain, that will play a very major role in making India a global supply chain. And we understand that in today's world, for business, logistics is very important. And for that, I think, we are actually creating a network of highways so that, the logistic is very hassle-free.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Mumbai, as we all know, is the financial capital of the country, and it also has a very impressive startup ecosystem. What is your experience in leveraging technology for governance?
I think technology is a huge enabler, and it's a force multiplier. And one best thing about technology is that it is same for everybody. Everybody is in a virtual queue, so it doesn't discriminate. So I think technology is something which is changing and which is going to change the way we used to work, the way we used to conduct our business, and the way we used to look towards our job market. And I think the startup ecosystem is something which is very important. And today, in India, people always say that this city is a startup capital, that city is a startup capital. But when you look at the absolute numbers, I must tell you that in India, out of 90,000 registered capital startups, Maharashtra accounts for 16,000, which is the highest number. And out of 100 unicorns in India, 25 unicorns are present in Maharashtra. So the startup and unicorn capital of India is Maharashtra. It's no other place. And that ecosystem we have already created. And you see, Mumbai is a fintech hub. Mumbai is a city where already a fintech ecosystem is there. And I think with our policies, last time a few years back, we were the first to create a API sandbox for fintech, and we started a registry for fintech, and we also started giving incentives for procurement from startups, and I think that's why a huge, robust startup ecosystem is growing. And I'm very happy now that earlier it was only Mumbai or Pune which used to account for startups. But now the tier 2, tier 3 cities in Maharashtra are also coming forward, and few good startups are also coming from tier 2, tier 3 cities. So I think in days to come, I always say that when we were kids, we used to say somebody if is a great businessman, we used to say they are like Tata and Birlas. Today people say they are like Adanis and Ambanis. But to be Tatas and Birlas, it used to take 50 years, 60 years. But this startup has such a strength that you can be that in just 4 to 5 years. And that is the power of startup. That is power when you transform into a unicorn. And I think technology is something which is changing everything. And I'm very happy to tell you that Maharashtra is also data center capital, because Maharashtra accounts for 60% of the data center capacity that is created in India. And I think leveraging that, the businesses are very eager, especially the fintech sector is very eager to invest in Maharashtra.
Thank you. You've talked about the youth of this country, and that's, I think, an excellent element. All across India, of course, there is this demographic dividend and a very strong work ethics. How do you play it, particularly in your state, as an advantage to attract foreign investment?
See, you've rightly said about the demography of India, and we are proud to be one of the youngest nations in the world when it comes to the median age. And in Maharashtra, around 27% of our population is below, 65% of our population is below 27 years of age. And the businesses, they come with such wonderful ideas that, overnight things transform. And I think it is their strength on which we are trying to build the new ecosystem. And basically, as you have rightly said, that in the city of Mumbai, we can see that there are wonderful work ethics. Everybody means business in Mumbai. And I think not just Mumbai, in Maharashtra, if you go to Pune or if you go to any other part of Maharashtra, I think there are very strong work ethics, there are very strong professionalism amongst the people, and that is why Maharashtra has always been on forefront, and I'm sure that in years to come, in days to come, Maharashtra will always remain the business leader.
So, one of the very important points and factors for foreign investors is sustainability and environmental responsibility, and we were speaking about it earlier at one of our panel discussions. So how do you see this balance between economic growth and this environmental sustainable responsibility?
I think this is a very important subject, because sustainability nowadays is not just a buzzword, but it's a fact of the day, because you know, every day we are seeing the vagaries of nature, and the climate change we are experiencing in reality. This year also, due to El Nino and all those effects, we had a deficit rainfall. So I think it's very important that we work through and for sustainability. And I think so far as India's growth story is concerned, we are very lucky that today, while we are growing, we have a lot of sustainable technologies to embrace. So we can grow ourselves with sustainable technology. So far as the state of Maharashtra is concerned, we are actually in a phase of you know, power transition. So we are embracing a lot of you know, solar power, solar energy, and right now our entire you know, agriculture power load, which is around 16 gigawatt, we are transforming it on solar. We have already started. This year we will be able to deliver around 4 gigawatts. We have already tendered that. So it will be a distributed solar system. We are also actually going for pump storage systems. We are also going for green hydrogen. So all the new technologies into power transition we are embracing. And I'm sure that by 2030 our at least 50% of the power supply would be from non-conventional sources or green sources. Again, you see, the biggest pollutant today is also public transport. So we are not just you know, having a metro network, but we are also converting our public transport into EV. So in Mumbai now we have placed the biggest order for 5,000 EV buses, so that the entire you know, Mumbai public transport by bus is transformed on EV. For our MSRTC, we are actually now transforming around 5,000 buses on low carbon fuel, so that all the emission issues are taken care of. And I think we have also started a very robust EV policy. We are creating charging stations, so that you know, this EV ecosystem is taken care of. And I think not just that, but we are also you know, building a lot of sewage treatment plants, so that our rivers are less polluted, and we treat every drop of you know, water, so that the water pollution is taken care of. So I think all in all, I must say that sustainability is absolutely high on our priority, and whatever we are working it sustainably.
It's very heartwarming to hear about all these great projects. To conclude, I would like to go on to a more personal note, if I may. And well, being a Deputy Chief Minister, running a government is definitely not easy. It takes a bit of time. How do you manage to keep personal work-life balance with all these responsibilities?
I mean, I must confess that I am not right person to comment on that. But my reply would be that since the entire state is my family, my work-life balance is quite balanced, and my family, my close family understands that I have to dedicate my time to the state. So I think when you work for you know, some cause, when you feel that you can change the lives of people, I think that is most satisfying, and that is satisfying for me, that is satisfying for my family as well.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our esteemed panelists. Before we move on to the felicitation ceremony, can we quickly call on stage Mr. G.K. Sharma, Country Director, Plastic Omnium, for a testimonial on a successful French investment in Maharashtra. Can we have a big round of applause?
Good evening, everyone. My name is GK Sharma. I'm representing a company called Plastic Omnium. We are a French multinational company, present in more than 40 countries. Overall, we are 12 billion globally and more than 40,000 employees. In India, we are present from last 16 years, and we already have 4 plants, 3 engineering centers, more than 2,000 employees in India. And we wanted to invest into our 5th plant in India, that was 2nd plant in Maharashtra. And I was happy to attend the last event, Invest in Maharashtra, which took place in April in the presence of Deputy Chief Minister, and we signed the MOU with the MIDC. I just want to share the experience, how the Maharashtra is #1 in FDI, and it's very important for everyone to understand that it's not just by saying the things happen. The government works, in the back of everything. We were, getting a land because we are just in time, just in sequence, supplying to our customers in, in Pune region. Getting a land within the 10 kilometers because the distance is very important. We have to supply in just in time, just in sequence. It was not easy finding the right location and right place. And we thought that MOU is signed, now the everything government will do. But did not happen that way. And so 2 months passed, and one day, I told my headquarters, no, everything will happen and don't you worry. But didn't happen that way. So we went to Deputy Chief Minister and requested him that, the 2 months has passed. You won't believe when it came to his attention that things are not moving. Within less than 1 week, the land was allotted to us. And there was further to it, when the land was allotted, we landed up in some legal battle. And Mr. Davse, he's sitting here, he was in touch on an everyday basis to make sure that the government is providing all the support, all the things are done as per the expectations so that we are out of it. So what I mean to say that many times, you face the challenges, but if the government is standing with you, supporting with you, and helping you at every milestone, I think that is only possible under your leadership, sir. We are not out of it 100%, I'm sure. I can't wait for the day when Deputy Chief Minister will come to inaugurate that plant. It's going to be one of the, one of the best plant, and we will be investing around 500 crore in that plant. So look forward for that, but I really thank you, sir, for all the support and the guidance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma. And now we move on to the felicitation ceremony for Shri Devendra Fadnavis, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Maharashtra by IFCCI, for his tremendous support towards French companies in Maharashtra. And to do the honors, may I please invite Ms. Payal S. Kanwar, Director General, IFCCI, to the podium.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your presence. That was a great fireside chat. So the Indo-French Chamber of Commerce and Industry wishes to celebrate and acknowledge the achievements of an exceptional leader for his transformative impact to the development of the state of Maharashtra. Our honoree, Shri Devendra Fadnavis, Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Maharashtra, has championed this development with a strong determination to create an environment conducive to investment and entrepreneurship. His strategic initiatives, unwavering commitment to infrastructure development, and emphasis on ease of doing business have paved the way for Maharashtra to emerge as a top destination for foreign direct investment. This accomplishment is a testament to Shri Fadnavis's pursuit of excellence and his efforts in fostering international partnerships. On the occasion of our 46th Annual General Meeting, we wish to honor the significance of his contribution to the state of Maharashtra and express our gratitude for the support and encouragement to the Chamber's activities to promote and boost the development of French companies in the state of Maharashtra since 2018. So with this, we would like to present to you with a memento, and Rishika, we will also call on stage. I'll pass over to you.
Sure, Payal, but before that, we have a small AV which we would like to play in His Excellency's honor. Can we please play the audio or video?
We can't see it on the...
मी देवेंद्र गंगाधरराव फडणवीस ईश्वर साक्ष शपथ घेतो की मी महाराष्ट्र राज्याचा मुख्यमंत्री म्हणून माझी कामे निष्ठापूर्वक व शुद्ध बुद्धीने पार पाडीन.
Can we have a huge round of applause? And now, can I please also welcome on stage the Ambassador Designate of France to India, His Excellency Mr. Thierry Matou, our outgoing President as well, Sumit Anand, Mr. Prasanna Mohile, who is Senior Advisor Government Relations for IFCCI. Thank you so much, Prasanna, for everything you do. Please join me on stage to present this memento to Mr. Fadnavis. Another round of applause, please. Of course, can we also have the Consul General, Mr. Jean-Marc Serré-Charlet, also on stage?
And I'm happy tonight to officially invite Honorable Deputy Chief Minister to come to France. You have visited our country twice. Last time was quite a long time ago. So we need you in France to develop our bilateral relation with Maharashtra. Thank you.
We also want to invite our EC on stage for a photo. Can we please have the newly elected EC on stage, please?
Executive Committee.
The Executive Committee of IFCCI. Honorable Fadnavis ji, would you like to say a few words? I'll just pass on.
Thank you very much. I would like to sincerely thank IFCCI for acknowledging the work which I could do for the state of Maharashtra. I think this recognition will inspire me to do more, to do better. And I'm sure that I will be working very closely with IFCCI in future as well. This is my third program with IFCCI, and I would like to interact more, because I think that all the French companies, those who want to come to India, they should come to Maharashtra, and for that IFCCI is most valued and trusted partner. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for inviting me, and let me take this opportunity to welcome you to the state of Maharashtra and to Mumbai. And we would like you to visit more to Mumbai. And with all your support and blessings, I think I would love to come to France, but to take few French companies to the state of Maharashtra. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, IFCCI.
Thank you, sir. And now may I quickly request the IFCCI team to come on stage for a picture.
Yes, it's a tradition. We have a growing team.
Got it.